Yo, welcome to the man cave. Drown they legends. WNBA news. We about to ring the bell. Leave Diggy, Coach Ed, we got the scoop. On and off the court, watch the power move. Yeah. From the hardwood glory to the locker room chats. We cover it all, ain't no need for no stats. Whoa. Sipping on knowledge, pouring out the truth. Supporting the queens who brings the fire, that's the proof. So sit back, turn it up, let the stories unfold. Yeah, WNBA, we bring the heat, the future's bold. In the man cave where the legends collide. Leaf Diggy and Coach Ed got that East Coast pride. What? WNBA vibes, we breaking it down. From the game to the grind, let's wear that crown. Yeah. Stay tuned in, we keeping it real. The stories of strength and the heart that you feel. Hey. Dishing out knowledge like assists we aim. Whoa. In the man cave where we elevating the game. Okay. So grab your seat, let the action ignite. Yeah, WNBA, we bring it to light. Keep it tight.
Peace and blessings, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of New York Liberty Courtside with me, Coach Ed. And today, we're bringing you the New York Liberty, traveling out to LA to take on the Sparks in LA. And this is a special one because this is the 30th anniversary of the birth of the WNBA. These are the two teams that tipped off what has grown to be this beautiful league that we have right now. So I'm really excited for this game, and I hope you guys are. But before we get into everything, y'all know the routine. Make sure you hit the like button for Coach Ed Sports. Make sure you hit the like button for New York Liberty Courtside. Make sure you hit the like button for the Hardcore Sports Network, the Abbott Original Sports Network. All that information is here, right there in the description. If you're on Facebook, just give us a thumbs up. All right. So also, before we get into everything, let's give a happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I mean, without you guys, hey, we wouldn't be where we are right now. So, but again, let's dive right into the show. And hey, 30 years, man. 30 years of the WNBA. And this is where it all started right here. New York and LA. And if we want to go back and we want to take a look at the two franchises that started it all, I mean, the Liberty. You had Kim Hampton, Vicki Johnson, Rebecca Lobo, Teresa Teaspoon, and Sophia Witherspoon. And now today, Sabrina, Leonia, Maureen Johannes, Jonquel Jones, and Breonna Stewart. Different lineup. And for LA, Deidre Charles, Tamika Dixon from Linden, New Jersey, Lisa Leslie, Penny Toller, who scored the very first points, the very first 2 points for the WNBA, and Jamila Weidman. And today you have Ariel Atkins, Dearica Hamby, Nneka Umuke, Kelsey Plum, and Erica Wheeler of Rutgers. So, man, that's a long ride there. So let's take a little trip back into where it all started.
On June 21st, 1997, the WNBA tipped off.
As the two cornerstone franchises of the women's NBA square off here this afternoon in the debut game.
Two teams.
That's what I'm talking about!
A battle between two close. The torch was lit by the OGs, a team of fearless women, unafraid of breaking new ground. With heart, intensity, and a pure love for the game, they laid a foundation.
Of the LA Sparks in the first game for the women's.
Everyone on the court that day knew this league would change everything.
Showing a little bit of what we can do. We got a great crowd out here, and it's only going to get better.
Since that moment, so many dreams have come true. We raised our banners. We honored our legends. We built a home. Tonight, the Liberty and Sparks meet again. 30 years later, our long-standing flame is still bright.
Wow, what a start to the history for the WNBA. So Really, really like that segment there. So let me tap into the comments real quick. Daniel Berry, man, what's good, man? Thanks for tapping in, man. Being a great supporter. Appreciate you as always, man. So, but let's take a look here and get into some of the stats. Starting with the New York Liberty. I mean, New York is scoring about 88.6 points per game. They're rebounding 35.4 assists, 21 assists a game, 4.2 blocks, 6.1 steals. Now they are turning the ball over 15.6 points per game. So that's something that has to be worked on. They're shooting 46.1% on the season, 35.9 from three, and 85.6% from the free throw line. Now, for the Sparks, they're shooting 87, they're scoring 87.7 points per game, rebounding 31.3, assists 19.7, 3.3 blocks. They do a good job in the steals, 7.7, but they also are, like the Liberty, turning the ball over about 15 a game, 15.3. Now they're shooting 45.5% from the field goal, 32.3, 32.3 from the three-point line, and 79.3 from the free throw line. Now, if we look at the key players for each, starting with New York, starts with Breonna Stewart. She's averaging 19.1 points per game, 8.9 rebounds, 2.9 assists, and 1.4 blocks and steals per game. Now she's shooting 45% from the floor, but she's not doing well from the three, 19.1 per game and 87.5 from the free throw line. So that's where she kind of makes up a little bit of the difference with the 3-point. Now for LA, Kelsey Plum, what can you say? She is an X factor. 25 points a game, 2.1 rebounds, 6.4 assists per game, and 1.3 steals. Now she's shooting 54% from the floor, 40.5 from three, and 80.3 from the free throw line. So she's a key to what LA does, and she's the reason why they are where they are for the season. Now, the keys for the Liberty to win today, in my opinion, number one, New York has to take advantage of their perimeter scoring opportunities. When they got open threes, they need to knock those down. They need to force the turnovers. Again, you saw LA does turn the ball over, so New York has to take advantage of that. They got to control the boards, get those rebounds, kick it out to the guards, and let's get into the run game, which goes into the fourth spot. Play at a fast pace. Pick up that up tempo, get the ball going. LA right now has been dealing with some injuries, so you want to try and take advantage of that. And then number 5 for New York, limit the turnovers, man, because they do turn the ball over at a high rate. Don't give LA the opportunities to capitalize from those turnovers. And for LA, number 1, don't allow Stewart and Jones to dominate on the game. That's where NECA and De'Erica Hamby are going to have to come into play. Right now, reports are that Cameron Brink is not going to be playing today, so that's that's going to be down. Use the 3-point to their line. You saw that Kelsey Blum, she's killing it overall, and whether it's from the floor and from 3-point, the rest of the team needs to step up and take advantage of when New York doesn't close out on the 3 points. They need to continue to work on their defensive principles. Their head coach has spoken to that. I was reading up on an interview where she said they need to continue to work on their defensive principles. And then number 4, for me, you got to rely on NECA for scoring. You got it. She has to contribute and help Kelsey in terms of scoring, especially from the low post. That creates the inside-outside matchup there from for the Sparks there. So that's some of the keys that I'm going to be looking for during the course of the game. Make sure you guys give me your keys to this game. What are you going to be looking for? So again, really excited about this. Again, I remember day one. seeing this game between the two franchises. New York came away with a 10-point win during that time frame. So hopefully it'll come back around and New York will again walk away with the win. Now, both teams are coming in off of a loss. So that's something that they really both need to both want to take advantage of, or not take advantage of, but they want to get into the winning ways. New York was on a hot streak and they just lost to Washington at home. So, they need to get back on that winning streak and get into it with get the win against LA because they're going to be on this road trip right now on the West Coast, and this starts it off for them. So, we're definitely going to see what New York can do. Again, you got they're also working in Sabrina. This is her going to be her third game back from the injury that kept her out for most of the season. So um, there you have it. That's some of the keys for me, and that I'm going to be paying attention to. And hopefully, New York will come away with the win. So New York is preparing themselves, this West Coast swing, and then by the end of soon, they're going to be coming to play in the Commissioner's Cup because they're actually going to be hosting Las Vegas because they came away undefeated during the Commissioner's run, playing the teams in the East Coast. So overall, in terms of standing, let's take a look here at where the teams stand in the conference. I'll also go over scores. That's what I wanted to take a look at the standings. Here we go. So New York is right now in the fourth spot. We're 2 games out of the first overall and half a game behind Atlanta, after the loss to Washington. And LA is sitting at number 11. New York is at 11-5. LA is at 7-8. LA is on a 2-game losing streak. They've been 5-5 over the last 10. New York is 8-2. So they are pretty hot. This is a loss, but now they want to get back on the winning track. So that's going to be key to them getting back on, getting back in the swing of things and continuing on during this season. So, but again, like I said, that's something that I'm really going to be, I'm hoping the Liberty come away with. So let's take a look here at some of the other scores. And yeah, here we have it. Vegas came away with the win over Golden State, 92-73. And Minnesota's in a hot one with Washington. Washington's playing with confidence after beating the Liberty in New York. So now they go to Minnesota and they're fighting the top team in the league at with it down 2 points, roughly with a little under 4 minutes left in the game. So yeah, it's going to be interesting that game. We'll keep an eye on that. So, in reference to what the Mystics can do. So, closing in on tip off, you probably got about 6.5 minutes until tip off. This game is being broadcast on ESPN for me. So, wherever you are, hopefully you can enjoy it. So, but I'm looking forward to a great game. Again, like I said, all the fanfare. You have a lot of the former players on both teams that are there in the arena. Rebecca Lobo, who played in the very first game, is actually broadcasting it. So, again, like I said, um, really excited for this game, and it brings back such great memories for me with the Liberty going all the way back. It's been an up and down with this team through the years, but for the most part, this team has always been there, um, playing um, playing at a high level and giving us some of the great talent as well as games throughout the WNBA. So it looks like right now they're just going through their pregame announcements. Like I said, it's about 5 minutes before tip off. So out there in LA. So and New York's definitely going to have to keep an eye on Kelsey Plum. The guards are going to have to play well, whether it's Sabrina whether it's Marie Johannes, whether you bring in Pauline, the rookie, Pauline Astier, or um, Rebecca Gardner. The guards are definitely going to need to step up and um, contribute and help, not let her take over the game, because she can easily put up 40 points on you. So New York's going to have to play well. Make her also work on the defensive end. That's one of the other things you want to do. Attack her defensively, and if you can, tire her out. So that's something that New York is definitely going to need to do. And then, how does Serena? How is she getting into the rhythm of the game? Because she's been up and down a little bit, but she's coming back from an injury. But and also Satu Sabli is another one that's coming back from an injury. So um, she's right now on the second unit, so she gives an offensive punch right there. So most teams don't have a player of her that can meet her a player of her caliber on their second unit. So New York has good depth, and like I said earlier, um, Los Angeles has been dealing with some injury. So, early reports that I saw is Cam Brink, one of their young low post players, is not playing today. So, we'll see. I mean, I haven't gotten any definite, because I was searching for definite confirmation. But if anybody knows in the chat, put it. Anybody knows out there, put it in the chat so we can all be on the same page. But again, we're probably around 3 minutes or so to tip off. Pretty excited. Right now they're talking about the two mainstays: Lisa Leslie, Hall of Famer, and Rebecca Lobo, another Hall of Famer, each for LA and New York, and and what they brought to the game, and we're thankful for them. In terms of the women's game, helping introduce young girls to the women's game. Just a quick update: with 154 left in Minnesota, Minnesota is up on Washington 76-73. So that's a tight game there. So, but again, we're pretty close to tip off between the Sparks and the Liberty. So, I know, like I said, Lobo is there, Lisa Leslie is there. I think I saw Vicky Johnson was there at one point. Who's that? But yeah, all the stars. It looks like a lot of stars are out there in LA. So, who wouldn't want to be in Tinseltown? You know, great atmosphere. The game, and then the environment overall. So, but it'll be Rebecca Lobo and Ryan Rucco calling this game for this matchup between the Liberty and the Sparks. So, again, looking forward to a great game. What do you guys think? What are your keys? What are your thoughts to this game? Are you excited, for this game, as much as I am? So, um, when I think of, yeah, Teaspoon is there. So when I think about the WNBA, and I go all the way back, there's always three teams that I've always looked at as they were the WNBA in the start, and that's New York, LA, and Houston. Houston for their dynasty run during the time, and I'm glad that they're going to be coming back. But those were the three teams. Now, there's been plenty of others throughout the course of time, but when it first started, those were the teams. you know, Especially when it started. Definitely New York and LA because of the big markets, and then Houston, with the team that was developed. And if you followed the women's game, with Cheryl Swoops, Tina Thompson, players like that during that time frame, that you knew that they were building something there. So, um, and in a couple in the next 3 years, Cleveland next year, Detroit, and then Philadelphia will be adding to the expansion. So that'll get the league up to 18 teams by then. So, but yeah, like I said, pretty close to tip off. And What are we doing? Oh, they said back in '97, upper deck ticket prices were in $5.50. So tonight, ticket prices are $5.50. What, you can't beat a deal like that. You cannot beat a deal like that. A pros basketball team, and they're doing they're doing the taking it back to the introductory jump when it was Kim Hampton and Lisa Leslie back in the day. So photo op there. So, but again, like I said, you know, great memories back from 1997 with the first WNBA game. So I loved it. Seeing some of the great ones. So, but yeah, all the photographers are out there, and looks like they're just ready to. They're waving out to everyone, and looks like they're about ready to do the. Here we go. Here's the tip. And Lisa Leslie wins the tip as so Kim Hampton is giving a little bit of say she stepped on her. So but there you have it. So all the players are going to be getting out to the team. Well, it looks like Satu Sabli is going to be starting. Oh, okay. So Marine Johannes may not be starting. So Coach DeMarco looks like he's switching it up. Okay. So Sabi looks like she's getting ready to get into the initial one. So get into the starting lineup. Her first time as a Liberty. Okay. That's what we need. So all right. So both teams are getting the pregame pep talk from Leslie and Hampton for the respective teams. So, but yeah, it's Sabrina, Satu Sabli, Leona Phoebus, Stewart, and Jones. This is the lineup that everyone has talked about. And then Atkins, Plum, Wheeler, Dearica Hamby, and NECA starting for LA. So New York is going to be playing with a lot of length in their starting lineup. So outside of Sabrina, everyone else is 6'4" or taller. So um, definitely going to be interested. So, all right, we're getting ready for the toss up, and you have Hamby going to be jumping it up with Jonquil Jones. So here we go, ready to get this game going. And the ball is up and won by New York to Satu Sabli, bringing the ball over. Looks like she guarded by Atkins. Ball over to Jonquil Jones at the top of the three to Stewie on the left. And looks like there is a turnover for New York already. So it's going to be a side out for LA in the backcourt. And Erica Wheeler's bring the ball up, guarded by Sabrina, over to Hamby, over to Atkins, to Wheeler, NECA on a curl, over to Plum, and with a shot up over Phoebus, miss, rebounded by Stewie. Stewie's bringing the ball down, over to Satu Sabli in the paint with Jonquil Jones, and another turnover. Now Kelsey Blum bringing the ball up, and she's down the lane in the paint, kicked out to Hamby, over to Atkins, swing to NECA for a three, and air ball from NECA, and the ball's going to go over to New York. 9:10 on the clock. Ball's inbounded. Satu Sabli's bringing the ball up, guarded by Atkins. Heavy pressure by Atkins over to Jonquil Jones, over to Stewie. Phoebus on the curl. Down the lane, dish out to Jonquil Jones, open for three, and she hit it. New York is up 3-0 right now. Wheeler's bringing the ball up, coming down the lane, down the paint, to put the ball up, and she hits. And Satu Sabli into Sabrina. Sabrina bringing the ball over, up to Phoebus. Phoebus back to Sabrina. Sabrina over to Satu Sabli, dribble down the lane, and looks like the ball's out of bounds. Knocked out of bounds by LA under the basket. 8:25 left in the quarter. All right, New York now is Sabrina's inbounding the ball. hit to Tatu Sabli with the 3, and she hits. And Wheeler's bringing the ball up over to Kelsey Plum, who's guarded by Phoebus, and they're blitzed by Stewie. Down the lane by De'Erica Hamby, who split, and they hit. They inbound to Satu, back to Sabrina, over to Stewie over the half court. Stewie's guarded by NECA, to Sabrina, to Phoebus. Phoebus got Kelsey. Jonquel Jones with another 3, and she missed. LA has the rebounds by Atkins. Atkins over to Hamby, down in the paint, over to Atkins with a deep 3, and she hits. And it's 7-6. Inbounds to Stewie, over to Sabrina. Sabrina down the lane, and it's a foul by LA. So LA's on the foul. Looks like it's on Ariel Atkins. It looks like she found Stewie, so it's going to be a side out for New York. Phoebus is going to have inbound the ball. Ball is inbounded to Jockwell Jones, almost stolen by De'Erica Hamby. Ball's passed around to Satu up top. Jones with the rebound, Stewie with the 3, and she missed. Phoebus is also fouled right now. Looks like she was fouled by Kelsey Plum because she got the rebound right under the basket. So Plum didn't want to make it an easy one for Phoebus. All right, New York is going to be a side out. It's not going to be a shot. All right, ball's inbounded. Jonquel Jones over to Satu Sabali, into Phoebus, and another turnover deflected by Erica Wheeler. Hamby had it, kicked it over to Wheeler, kicked it down to NECA. Wheeler with the rebound, missed. New York has the ball. To Jones to Stewie. Phoebus, deep pass to Phoebus. And Phoebus missed. Satu had the ball right there under the basket, had a shot, missed it. NECA came down in the paint, missed the shot. Rebound by Stewie, brought the ball over. Over to Phoebus, to Jonquel Jones, into the lane to Stewie. Stewie to Phoebus. Phoebus under the basket with the layup. Now it's 8-7, New York. Inbound to NECA. NECA's over the half-court line. Over to Kelsey Plum, guarded by, and they're blitzing Kelsey Plum. Looks like it, and it's going to be a jump ball between Kelsey and Jonquel Jones. So New York blitzed her, and she tried to pass the ball, but couldn't because of the 2 big bodies. So, and ended up getting in a jump ball with the 6'6" Jonquel Jones. So, New York is going to be Kelsey Plum is going to be jumping with Jonquel Jones. Here's the tip over to Satu Sabali. Satu over the half-court line, guarded by Ariel Atkins. There's a switch to Stewie Stewie in and out, missed it. Rebounded by De'Erica Hamby. Over to Ariel Atkins, down in the box to NECA. NECA is going up against Jonquel Jones. She's in the paint. Jonquel is there. Now is double teamed, and they forced her to travel. So it's going to be another turnover for LA, and New York's going to have a side out. 5:58 left on the clock, in the quarter, sorry. Inbound to Sabrina. It's coming up over the half court. Got a screen by Phoebus over to Jonquel Jones. Jonquel Jones over to Satu Sabali. And nice screen by Jonquel Jones for the open 3 with Satu, and she hits it. 11-7. Inbound to Kelsey Plum over the half court line, doing her little skip dribble, switch between Phoebus and they said it was a foul. There was a inbound. Kelsey dropped it into Hamby, but was fouled by Phoebus on the play. All right, so right now, LA is going to be side out. Phoebus is coming out. Looks like that was her second foul. So Pauline Astier is in. New York is now in the zone. Inbound to Ariel Atkins to NECA over to Kelsey Plum, who's dribbling, attacking, and she attacked Astier and scored right in the paint. 11-9. Astier bring the ball in over the half court, over to Stewie. Stewie's now dribbling over to Jones, back to Astier at the top. Astier is dribbling, trying to find a move. Maureen Johannes is also in the game. Take the shot up, missed it. Ball's rebounded by Jonquel Jones. Over to Sabrina, over to Stewie, back to Sabrina, down to Astier. And Astier turned the ball over, out of bounds, and it's going to be LA's ball. 4:36 left in the quarter. So it's going to be a timeout right now and a commercial break. And again, like I said, New York is up 11-9 right now. Let's take a quick update and look at the stats. Just a quick update with 4.8 seconds left. Washington is up on Minnesota 82-79. So there you have it. Looks like there's going to be another big upset from Washington. Right now, Stewie is 0 for 2, no points. Satu Sabli 2 of 5 for 6. Phoebus has 2 points. Jonquel Jones has 3 points. Sabrina hasn't taken a shot. And for LA, NECA has no points on 0 for 2. Dearica Hamby has 2 points, 1 for 1. Wheeler's 2 points. Kelsey Plum, 2 points. Ariel Atkins has 3 points. So that's it real quick. Let's take a look at the team stats. In terms of overall shooting, New York shooting at 33%, 4 of 12, while LA is 4 of 8 for 50%. New York is at 38% on the 3, on 3 of 8 shooting, and LA is 1 of 3 for 33%. New York is out rebounding them, like we talked about earlier, 6 rebounds to 3. New York is out assisting LA 4-2. LA has 2 steals while New York has 1. And turnovers, New York has 4, LA has 3. New York hasn't given up any points on their turnovers right now, while LA has given up 3 points off of the turnover. So there you have it. Quick little breakdown between with that game. So I'm sorry, with the stats. Looking at the Washington Minnesota, looks like 4.3 left in that game there. So can Washington come away with the big win? We will see. Looks like they got a foul, so they just went up 84-79 with 4.3 seconds. So they're up 5. So there's a good chance they're going to come away with that win there. So looks we're going to be coming back to the game in a little bit. Just waiting for, I guess, the commercial break to be over. Appreciate everyone being here. Make sure you guys hit the like button for the Aboriginal Sports Network, the Hardcore Sports Network, New York Courtside with Coach Ed, as well as Coach Ed Sports. Also hit the thumbs up on Facebook. And if you're on Twitter/X, make sure you hit the heart and give it a like there. So there you have it. Appreciate everyone for tapping in and rocking with this game here. The first game to kick off the WNBA. So just waiting for, I guess, the full commercial to be over and we can get back to action. So they're just showing the film. All right, ball's in play. Kelsey Plum, she's hotly contested by Astier, who fouled her in the backcourt. That's a bad foul. That's a bad foul. You can't foul her. I understand about, guarding her tough, but you got to be smart about that. Inbound to Plum, who's brought it off court. Screen by Hamby over to NECA. Back to Plum, who's guarded by Astier. Down to NECA in the lane. Jump hook, miss. Rebound by Jonquel Jones, who's bringing the ball up. Over to Stewie. Rebecca Allen is now in the game. over to Jonquil Jones and deflected out of bounds by LA. Good defense because they doubled on Stewie. All right, so inbound to Jonquil Jones. Ball over to Marie Johannes, down the lane to Jonquil Jones, and looks like it was over to Rebecca Allen, who was driving and thought she turned the ball over, but they said it's a foul on LA. So New York's going to have the ball. It's going to be an inbound from the side. Inbound to Ostier, over to Stewie. Stewie with the dribble down to Jonquil Jones with a floater off the backboard, and New York is now up 13-9. Inbound to De'Erica Hamby. Ball's back to Hamby over the half court line. There's that down the lane to Hamby over to Nneka on the outside, and it's going to be a foul on Stewie holding De'Erica Hamby. LA has made some changes. All right, so but Hamby and Nneka are still in. Plum is still in. New York looks like they're going to be going back to their zone. Plum inbound into Nneka, back to Plum for the three, and she hits. It's now 13-12. Ball's inbounded to Ostier over the half-court line, setting up the offense. Over to Maureen Johannes, got the screen from Stewie down the lane with the finger roll, and it's now 15-12. Inbound to Plum, and back over to, don't know who that is, then over the half-court line. Switch over down the lane, over to Plum with the fake. Plum is up, and she hits off the backboard. So inbound to Ostier. Ostier's calling the play, bring the ball over the half-court line. Over to Maureen Johannes with a screen from Stewie. There's a three, her kick three. Miss, rebound by Hamby. Over to Plum. Plum avoiding traffic. Tried to hit a floater, miss, down to Jonquil Jones. Bounce over to Stewie, who's just brought the ball over half court. Screen from Jonquil Jones. Over to Ostier. Screen from Stewie. Ostier down the lane, up off the backboard, and there it is in the basket, 17-14. Plum brings the ball over to half court, guarded by Rebecca Allen. Screen. Stewie's now on Plum, swings around. Hamby on the left, and dribble, turned it over to Ostier. Ostier has the ball, bringing it down to Stewie, down the lane with the finger roll, 19-14. Inbound to Plum. Plum is bringing the ball over the half court, guarded by Rebecca Allen in between the legs, dribbling back out. Over to De'Erica Hamby, who's down, taking it down the lane, and she lays it up. Got Jonquil Jones caught out of bounds. Out of position. Inbound to Ostier. Ostier's over the half-court line, down the lane, and she's fouled by, was that Burton? Looks like that was Burton. So she's going to go to the line and shoot two. 1:16 left in the first quarter. Ostier, the young French rookie, has played fairly well, very well for New York this year. So great job. But there's the first shot up, and it is good. So it is 20-16. What's up, Jacob? Thanks for tapping in, bro. Appreciate you, man. Coach, my guy. All right, next shot for Ostier. It is up, and it is good. So it's now 21-16. Inbound to Erica Wheeler. Wheeler over half court, guarded by Ostier. Over to Hamby. Hamby's dribbling, taking it down the lane. Over, and she was hardly contested by Han Zhu, who's in. Rebound to Han, over to Ostier. Over to Maureen Johannes. and looks like it was tipped, and it still went on for Austier's hand. So that's going to be a turnover for New York again. Another turnover there. New York has to clean that up. Inbound to Erica Wheeler. You also have inbound to, I'm sorry, over the half court to Burrell, who tried to get it to Hamby, but deflected out of bounds. Rebecca Gardner is also in for New York right now. So 46 seconds left in the quarter. Inbound over to Burton. Burton with the missed shot. Rebounded by Gardner, down the lane by Ostier. She got that, and LA ran quickly and got the ball down the court. So it was an easy transition play for LA. Inbound to Ostier. Ostier's getting bumped by Wheeler, and looks like she's going to go to the foul line. So she's going to be shooting 2. So that was poor transition defense by New York, though. They needed to get back back in there quickly. So yeah, what's up? Leaf hasn't come on as of yet, so hopefully he'll be here soon. So but yeah, first shot is up, and looks like she hit the first one. Here's the second one, 25-18. Inbound to Wheeler, crossover, and another turnover. Good pressure by New York. New York is putting the pressure on LA and forced a turnover. Under 7 seconds left in the quarter. Maureen Johannes dribbling with the shot, and bang, she hits it. And New York is now up with 10 by 10, 1.2 seconds, and that ends the quarter. So there you have it. New York right now is up by 10 points, causing LA turnovers and capitalizing on that. So, but again, end of the first quarter. And yes, in the upset, Washington did come away with the win over Minnesota. So, but yeah, let's take a look here at the box score for New York. Stewie has 2 points on 1 of 3 shooting. Satu Sabli 6 points, 2 of 5. Phoebus 2 points on 1 of 2. Jonquil Jones 3 points on 1 of 2. Sabrina has not taken a shot as yet, and no points for Han Gardner or Rebecca Allen. No shot attempts. Maureen Johannes has 7 points, and Ostier has 8 points. So the guards are coming off of the bench, their previous starters, and they're producing right there off of the bench. So for LA, NECA is 0 for 4 with no points. Dearica Hamby has 6 points on 3 of 4 shooting. Erica Wheeler has 2 points on 1 of 2 shooting. Kelsey Plum, 7 points on 3 of 5. Ariel Atkins, 3 points on 1 of 2. And Laura Ziegler, Kiana Williams, and Ray Burrell all have not attempted a shot right now. So there's the player stats. And when we look at the team stats overall, New York is now shooting 10 of 19 to 53%. LA is 8 of 17 for 47%. New York is 4 of 10 for 40% from 3. LA is 2 of 6 for 33%. New York is 4 of 4 for from the free throw line. LA hasn't attempted a shot. New York is out rebounding LA 10-4. Both teams have 6 assists. New York has 3 steals. LA has 2. LA has 1 block. Turnovers, New York has 5. LA has 4. LA has given up 8 points off of the turnovers. Fast breaks is 42 for New York. Points in the paint, both teams have 12. So there you have it. So New York with the largest lead at 10 points right now. So New York is using their bench. Like I said, their guards are definitely off of the bench, are definitely taking advantage of it. What's up, Cottage? Appreciate you. Are there well, right now they're dealing with injuries. So I mean, Cameron Brink is down. I was reading up. They're missing a few players. So they're right at that midline point. They're at a 500. They're under 500. They're 7-8 right now. So if you were expecting them to compete for a championship, no, I wouldn't expect that. What's up, Matt? Thanks for tapping in, man. Appreciate you. But yeah, if you were talking about for a championship, then that's being overrated. But if they're a team that's building young talent and they mix them with vets, I think they're right where they need to be, where they I was expecting them to be. So right at that 500 line, battling for the last spot in the playoffs overall. So right now, Teaspoon, Hall of Famer for the New York Liberty, is being interviewed um, for with Ruco and Lobo. So, but we're going to be getting back to action. Inbound to Erica Wheeler, who's bringing the ball over, guarded by Rebecca Gardner. Wheeler on the drive, kick over to NECA. NECA wobbled it, but now she's has control, trying to get the ball over to Erica Wheeler, who's taking a deep three, and she hits. So there you have it. Inbound to Ostier. Ostier is bringing the ball in. Satu Sabli is in also now. So screen by Sabli. Over to Satu. Screen, and she hits the three. So New York is now up 31-21. So over the Wheeler to Ray Burrell. Turnover again, trying to get it into, and New York with the fast break. Ostier over to Gardner, who has the layup and timeout right off the bat for LA. So New York is now up 33-21. So their coach wanted to take a timeout because New York is starting to get out there. So, but yeah, that's good. Good off defense to offense transition right there for New York. So, and good when they did have the first opportunity with Satu. Nice screen from Hanju. Satu, couple of dribbles, got herself open and hit the nice three. So quick 5 points to push the lead up to 12 points for New York. So good job right there for that mixture. Second unit for the most part with Satu Sabli in. So Satu Sabli looks like she's up to 9 points right now. So Satu's leading the way for New York with 9 points. Ostier, I think, has 8, and Maureen Johannes has 7. She's the one with 7. So Rebecca Gardner has 2. So off the bench, New York has 17 points to nothing for LA. So that's what's going to be needed right now. And again, Satu Sabli is leading the way with 9 points, 3 of 6 overall. I'll take a quick look here at LA. Sorry, scrolled too fast. Yeah, no change. Erica Wheelers has the other. She hit the 3, so that's 5 points for her. But no other changes in terms of the overall scoring there. So quick timeout, like I said, for their coach, trying to settle down, not allow New York to really get on a big run and create a big hole for LA. So, but yeah, in terms of talking to college, yeah. LA, I don't, like you said, overrated. They're not championship right now. They have a lot of work to do. They have a young team, new head coach, so it's going to take them some time. But when you're playing one of the top teams in the league, and New York, wants redemption. They just lost to Washington. Washington coming away with another big win, so they're beating several of the top teams. Always said Washington was going to be a tough team. It kind of reminded me of Orlando in the NBA. They can play physically and they can compete with a lot of the top teams. So that's what they need. LA is not there. In the end, I think by the end of the season, LA will either be right there fighting for the last playoff spot, or they're going to be in the lottery. So, that's what I think about LA. To be brutally honest, and Kelsey Plum, dynamic player. She's doing everything she can to help this team with her scoring. Like I said in the pregame, you need NECA to step up and contribute in terms of scoring to help Kelsey, because that's what they're going to need there. So But yeah, there we go. Two former teammates, Teaspoon and Rebecca Lobo. So a lot of great memories with them. Inbound to Kelsey Plum, who's guarded by Ostier. Ostier is doing a good job. Don't get another foul. Kelsey is dribbling, a lot of dribbling over to NECA, who gets it over to Erica Wheeler. Wheeler's now down the lane, and she was blocked by Gardner, but she got the ball back. Ball's up, and rebound by Satu Sabli, who brings the ball over to half court, over to Ostier. Ostier fake down the lane to Satu Sabli, fake, dribble, and she missed. Rebound by NECA. NECA over the Plum. Plum down the right side. Down the lane, and there's a layup and a foul. Looks like Satu Sabli fouled. Let me see who that is. That is for LA. That should be their first. Ziegler, Laura Ziegler. That's their first points off the bench there. So, all right. So, but again, Satu missed the 3-pointer in good transition offense for LA. Shot is up and she missed. Rebound by Satu over to Ostier, over to Gardner. Gardner is now bringing it up, crossing over the half line, over to Ostier on the left side. Ostier got a screen from Hahn. Ball over to Hahn. Hahn is trying to dribble it, and she dribbled it off her leg. You can't have Hahn trying to dribble off of the high post there. Subs are coming in. Johannes, Jones, and Stewie are all coming in. So that means Hahn is out, I think. I wonder if Satu is coming out. Oh, and Sabrina is back in too. So let's see who's in. Yeah. All right, there's Wheeler down the lane. Johannes with the deflection. And battling De'Erica Hamby and knocked out of bounds off the De'Erica Hamby in the front court. So New York is going to have a side out in the front court. Gardner's in. Okay. Inbound to Sabrina, deflected in the backcourt. Over to Stewie, over to Sabrina. Sabrina now kicked over to. There's a shot and it's missed. And there's the foul. You had, who was that? Kelsey Plum, who had the ball, but she was fouled by Rebecca Gardner. Rebecca Gardner is complaining. All right. And right now they're showing Teaspoon inbound to Kelsey Plum, guarded by Gardner. Delayed dribble down the lane. Euro step. Jonquil Jones had the ball, missed it, and rebounded by NECA, who put it up off the backboard, and NECA's now on the board. Inbound to Sabrina. Back over to Stewie over the half-court line. Into Jonquil Jones. Jonquil Jones at the free throw line. Over to Johannes. Johannes with the 3. And she hits it with that leg kick. Inbound to Plum over to Erica Wheeler. Ball Wheeler down, and the shot and foul by Johannes. So Erica Wheeler is going to be going to the line. It's 36-27, 6:48 left in the second quarter. So good fake pump and got the body foul over Johannes. And she's going to go to the line for the 3-point play. So Erica Wheeler with the ball. And up, and it is in. So inbound to Sabrina. Sabrina's bringing the ball up, guarded by Ariel Atkins. Sabrina calling the play over the half-court line. Sabrina over to, she faked. She got me too. Over to Stewie. Jonquil Jones over to Stewie with the 3. She missed. Rebecca Gardner with the rebound. over to Sabrina, and stolen, deflected by NECA, who went down and she laid it in. And looks like it's going to be a timeout by New York there. LA is fighting. They're not going to let New York run away with this. So, which is what I kind of expected. New York, again, the issue with New York all season has been their turnovers. They continued not to protect the ball and continue to turn the ball over. So, let me see the turnovers here. Let's take a look. New York, both teams are shooting 52%. Both teams are 13 to 25 overall. New York 6 of 15 from the three. LA 3 of 7. New York's 4 for 4 from the three. From the free throw line. LA is 1 of 2. New York is out rebounding 13 to 8. But the turnovers here, that's what I'm looking for. New York, 7 turnovers to LA's 6. Now, New York has only given up 2 points and LA has given up 6. But that can come back to hurt them going forward. So they need to do a better job. LA is also attacking the paint. 20 points in the paint, while New York has 14. So New York needs to do a better job, like I said, and the turnovers, especially at such critical moments. You can't have turnovers like that, especially to NECA like that. And literally, there's nobody there in the backcourt to defend her. So, Brianna Stewart, 1 of 4 overall for 2 points. Satu Sabli, 3 of 7 for 9. Phoebus, 2 points on 1 of 2. Jonquil Jones, 3 points on 1 of 2. Sabrina has not taken a shot. Anju has not taken a shot. Rebecca Gardner, it's 2 points. She's 1 for 1. Nothing for Rebecca Allen. Maureen Johannes, 4 of 7 for 10 points. And Astier is 2 of 2 for 8 points. So there you have it. New York's still trying to work out Sabrina. I mean, that's what I'm expecting. She's still trying to get into the flow. Astier and Johannes, they have great chemistry. They're very familiar with each other. So they're going to continue to produce, and especially coming off of the bench, that's what you need with those two coming off of the bench, the familiarity and the ability to score. I mean, like I said, 18 points between those two off of the bench. That's what is needed. So definitely good job by them. Stewie has to get into it, but she's starting slow. Let's see if she will be able to pick it up as the game goes along. Sometimes she seems to always turn it on in the second half. So if you get that from her in the second half, New York is in good position. So there have been some good shots. That last shot was a little bit rushed, especially with John Joe trying to get down the lane. So let's see what happens as we go along. Appreciate everyone for being here. Again, make sure you guys hit the like button. Hit the like button for New York Liberty courtside. New York Liberty courtside with Coach Ed. Coach Ed Sports, the Hardcore Sports Network. Ball's inbounded. Johannes has the ball. Over to Jones. Over to Ostier. Over to Stewie. Over to Phoebus. Phoebus down the lane. And deflected by NECA down the lane by De'Erica Hamby. Over to Hamby down the lane. And there it is, another layup. New York not doing a good job. Coming down, Ostier. Over to Stewie. Stewie over to Jonquil Jones. Over to Phoebus on the right. And it's going to be Stewie just ran over Ariel Atkins. Another turnover and a foul on Stewie. New York is just not playing well right now. Just not playing well, and they're not defending the pick and roll. And again, good job by LA getting down the lane there. No, she's not overrated. No, inbound to Erica Wheeler, and no, I don't think she's overrated. So over to Burrell down the lane, over to and rebounded. That was Plum with the deep three, rebounded by Stewie. Stewie coming down the lane, over to Jonquil Jones, over to Phoebus in the corner with the open three. So New York now is up 39-32, inbound to Erica Wheeler down the right side, over to NECA. NECA's holding, feeding over to Ray Burrell down the lane with the push and in. So there you have it. Inbound to Austier. Austier with the skip dribble. Up top to Phoebus. Phoebus with the fake. Back to Austier. Down to Jonquil Jones. And Jonquil Jones got the ball. And Dearica Hamby, I think they called a foul on Dearica Hamby. She was asking for a review. So Jonquil Jones got the ball. She fouled her. I don't know what she's saying review. She fouled her. So Jonquil Jones is going to the line to shoot two. And a couple of dribbles. First shot up, and it's good. All right, Monday, you have Phoenix and Indiana, and then Tuesday, LA at Vegas. That's going to be a big one right there. Second shot up for Jonquil Jones, and it's good. All right, 41-34 inbound. New York with a little pressure over to NECA, over the half-court line. New York is actually in a zone. Over to Kelsey Plum. Phoebus, deep three. Rebound by Phoebus over to Austier. Austier to Stewie, who was actually fouled. She had great position, and she got fouled. So she was literally almost underneath the basket, and she had no choice but to foul her. 4:17 left in the quarter. New York is going to get a side out. Satu into Austier. Over to Satu. And looks like another foul. Looks like there's a foul on Ray Burrell, this one. 4:14 left in the quarter. Another side out for New York. Over to Austier. To Stewie. Over to Satu. Satu. Looks like she's trying to find someone. Stewie's going down the lane with the finger roll. There you go. That's what Stewie needs to do. Attack the rim. Ball's inbounded down the left side. Over to NECA. Over to Kelsey Plum. Fake. Kelsey between the legs. Over to, and she scored right over Austier. Austier, and inbound to Austier. Austier over the half court. Over to Jonquil Jones, over to Stewie. Down the lane to Jonquil Jones. Up and in off the backboard. There she goes in, and it's inbounds. Ball deflected, and that deflected out of bounds by Phoebus. 45-36, New York. Good job there. Jonquil Jones initially was guarded by Plum. Okay, ball's inbounded down to Dearica Hamby. She got the fake, and she went up against Jonquil Jones, who just stood her ground. Good job. Deflected with the block. New York on the run, and down the Austier down, and on the fast break, kicked out to Stewie, who just went in for a layup and is now back up to 11, 47-36. That's what New York needs to do. Play sound defense. Jonquil Jones, use your height. You just keep your hands straight up. They're going to come right to you, and she didn't even have to jump for that block, which set up the fast break. So right now, Stewie is now 6 points on 3 of 6 shooting. Satu still at 9 points. Phoebus has 5. Jonquil Jones has 7. Gardner has 2. Johannes has 10, and Austier has 8. NECA now has 4 points. Hamby has 8. Wheeler has 8. Plum has 9. Atkins has 3. Ziegler with 2. Burrell with 2 for LA off the bench. So good balance for LA in terms of their starters there. So definitely helping Kelsey Plum out there. New York shooting 59%, 17 to 29. LA is right there, 16 to 31 for 52%. Now, New York is getting the 3 points, 7 of 16 for 44%, while LA is shooting 33% at 39%. New York's perfect from the free throw line, 6 of 6. Still the same for LA. Out rebounding LA by double, 16 to 8. New York has 2 more assists, 12 to 10. Both have 4 steals. New York now has 2 blocks. Turnovers, New York 9, LA 6. So still New York is turning the ball over. They could be so much better if they play better. Ball's inbounded over the half court line, guarded by Fevish over to Hamby. New York is actually in the zone. Satu Sabli with the deflection, almost had it, but went out of bounds. That would have been a great breakaway for Satu Sabli. So LA's in the backcourt because the ball went out of bounds in the backcourt. And inbound to Plum. Plum is calling for the screen down the lane. Here's the ball up, and it is in for LA. So 47-38. Ball's inbounded back over to Austier. Austier over the half-court line. And looks like she was fouled. Yeah, she was fouled, so they called the foul there. 2:35 left in the half. All right, so side out for New York. Inbound to Stewie. Stewie over to Fevish. Guarded by Plum. Stewie with a deep 3. And looks like Fevish was going up, but she got fouled. And looks like it was fouled by Plum. Plum is in the official's face. She's really frustrated. She's upset about the little after the whistle action. So she's complaining about something on the other end, and De'Erica Hamby is pulling her away. Good job. Fevish on the free throw line. First one is up, and it is good. 48-38. All right, Sabrina Ionescu is back in the game for Austier. Fevish with another free throw, and it's up and in. Inbound for LA. Pressure back over to Neca, who just crossed over the cross line over to Ray Burrell. Deflected by Fevish. Jones with the turnover. In the lane to Stewie. Stewie's finding a spot. Up and in. Another point in the basket. Inbound to Plum. Plum skipped it over to Burrell over the half court. Down the lane to Burrell. Skipping around over to Burrell, who hits a corner 3. Inbound to Sabrina. 148 and counting. Over to Fevish. Over to Sabrina. Satu in the corner. And she missed the shot. Rebound by Ray Burrell. Put the ball up over the back, off the backboard. 51-43. Inbound to Sabrina. Over to Stewie. 125 and counting. Over to Sabrina on the right. Screen by Stewie. Worked around over to Fevish. Over to Jonquel Jones. Jonquel Jones deflected by Plum. Over to Satu. Down to Jonquel Jones with the fake. Up and off the backboard. In. So it's 53-43. LA over the half court line. Over to Neca. And looks like they called the foul on Stewie down below. All right, they're just showing a replay of Jonquel's basket. $57.1 left in the quarter. All right, so it looks like Stewie's out. Hanshu is in. Inbound to Atkins. Over to Neca at the high post. Over to Plum with the deep 3. Missed. Rebound by Hanju. Over to Jonquel Jones brought the ball up, shooting a three, and she missed. And Phoebus tipped the ball off of Dearica Hamby, and it's New York's ball. 39.4 left in on the quarter, 14 on the play clock. So New York has sized Phoebus in with the shot, missed, rebound by Hamby, and deflected by Satu Sabli. And they called a foul on Sabli. Sabli is complaining, said she didn't foul. 34 seconds left in the quarter. 53-43, Hamby at the free throw line. First free throw was up, and she missed off the back rim. One more free throw. Satu and Han look like they're... Oh, okay. Satu is staying in, and Johannes is coming in. All right, Hamby with the next shot. She missed. Satu with the rebound. Over to Sabrina Ionescu, bringing the ball up, guarded by Ariel Atkins. Over to Johannes with the down the lane. There's the shot by Johannes. She missed. Rebound by Sabrina. And Satu Sabi down the lane with the layup there. Inbound to Plum with this skip dribble down the lane and ran right into Satu Sabli, who deflected it, but it went to Nneka. Nneka with the shot up and missed, and that's going to end the first half. So New York is up by 12, 55-43 right now. So New York is a little iffy, in my opinion. You know, they could be playing better. The halftime score back then was 33-26, so totally different game. But let's take a look here. Stewie has 8 points on 4 of 8 shooting. Satu leads the way at 11 points, 4 of 9. Phoebus, 7 points, 2 of 4. Jonquel Jones is up to 9 points on 3 of 5. Sabrina has not taken a shot as of yet. Hanju hasn't taken a shot. Rebecca Gardner has 2 points on 1 of 1. Rebecca Allen, no shots. Maureen Johannes, 11 points on 4 of 8. And Austier is 8 points on 2 of 2 shooting. For LA, Nneka has 4 points on 2 of 7 shooting. Dearica Hamby, 8 points on 4 of 8. Erica Wheeler, 8 points on 3 of 5. Kelsey Plum, 9 points on 4 of 9. Ariel Atkins, 3 points, 1 for 3. Ziegler has 2 points, 1 for 1. Kiana Williams has 2 points, 1 for 2. And Ray Burrell, 7 points, 3 for 3. So Ray Burrell is doing well for LA there. When we take a look at the team stats, overall, New York shooting 54% on 20 of 37. LA is 19 of 36 for 53%. So really no defense in this game. 3-point shooting, New York is 7 of 21 for 33%. LA is 4 of 11 for 36%. New York is 8 of 8 from the free throw line, while LA is 1 of 4. So they're not doing well. New York, 20 to 10 in terms of rebounding, leading the way. 13 assists for New York, 12 for LA. 5 steals for New York, 4 for LA. 2 to 1 in terms of blocks. Turnovers, New York 9, LA 7. LA has given up 12 points off of the turnovers, while New York has given up 8. Both have 8 fast break points. LA leads in points in the paint, 30 to 6. And each team has 10 fouls overall. So no defense in this game when you really break it down the way these teams are shooting. So that's something that, has to be taken care of in the second half. Now, in the pregame, I said LA has to hit their 3-point shots when they have the opportunity. So they're 36%. So, they need to do a little bit better because New York is 7 of 21. They're killing them in the 3 points in terms of, now they are 33%. So the percentages are under what LA is giving you, but New York is hitting the open ones again. Like I said, 7 free 3-pointers, while LA has only 4. So that's been key. So the turnovers, both teams, a little bit costly in terms of the turnovers because both averages over 15 turnovers a game. New York has to clean that up. They're at 9 right now, so they need to do a better job because that's going to give LA the opportunities that they need in the second half. So they need to do a better job in reference to protecting the basketball. Both teams really need to protect the basketball going forward. Um, so there you have it. In terms of the halftime stats, what are your thoughts, guys? Let me know what you think in terms of the stats. Um, do you think New York's going to come away with this game, or do you think that LA will turn it around in the second half and come away victorious? So we'll see what happens there. So also earlier, Las Vegas took care of Golden State 92-73. So that's who New York plays next. Let's take a quick look at the top scores here in reference to that. Golden State Talon Thornton had 2 points on 1 of 4. Gabby Williams, 10 points on 4 of 11. Fernando Lazzini, 12 points on 6 of 9. Tia Stokes had 2 points, 1 for 4. Veronica Burton, 2 points on 1 of 5. Amy Hare had 10 points on 3 of 5. Saloon had 5 points on 1 of 4. Fingal had 2 points, 1 of 2. Tiffany Hayes, 7 points, 3 of 8. Kayla Charles, 7 points, 2 of 4. Caitlin Chin, 11 points, 4 of 8. Justice Josie had 3 points and 1 of 4. For Vegas, Stephanie Talbot, 4 points, 2 of 5. Melissa Smith, 14 points on 6 of 7 shooting. Aja Wilson, 19 points, 7 of 13. Chelsea Gray, 15 points of 5 of 7. Jackie Young, 21 points, 9 of 12. Parker Tyus didn't score. Brianna Turner didn't score. Kirsten Bell, 5 points, 2 of 7. Joel Lloyd, 14 points, 5 of 7 overall. So that's their player breakdown. Let's see what their team stats were. Box score, team stats. Let's see. Vegas short 42%, 28 of 67. But LA 62%, 36 of 58. Vegas was 11 of 24 from the free throw line, 46%. Golden State. Oh, I'm sorry, that's 3-point line. I do apologize. Golden State 5 of 30 for 70% from the 3. Golden State was 12 of 18 for 67% from the free throw. Vegas was 9 of 10 from the 3. From the free throw line, 90%. Rebounds, Golden State out rebounded them 31 to 25. Assists, Vegas 21 assists to 10 for Golden State. Turnovers 11 to 10. Vegas. And points in the paint 28 to 46. So that was the big matchup there out in Vegas. And then you had the Mystics come away with a big win, 84 to 79 over the Lynx in LA. Michelle Onwuene, 5 points, 1 of 5. Kiki Irfin, hot play, 17 points on 6 of 11 overall. Shakira Austin, 7 on 2 of 8 shooting. Citron, 21 points on 6 of 13. Amor, 8 points on 3 of 7. Dugalich, 6 points on 3 of 5. Betts, 2 points, 1 for 2. Olsen, 3 points, 1 for 1. And Mahan, 15 points on 5 of 9. Natasha Howard, 20 points, 9 for 15. Nia Coffey, 5 points, 2 of 6. Kevin McBride, 12 points, 3 of 11. Courtney Williams, 13 points, 5 of 15. Olivia Miles, 22 points, 9 of 18. The rookie sensation. Antonio Delaire, no points, 101. Alori Kosu, 1 point. Tierra McCowan, 2 points. For Minnesota, 1 for 1. And Maya Caldwell, 4 points on 2 of 4 overall. And let's take a look at the team stats real quick. All right, Mystics 28 of 61 for 46%, and Minnesota was 31 of 71 for 44%. 3-point shooting 7 of 19 for Mystics for 37%. Minnesota 4 of 21 for 19%. Free throws, Mystics 21 of 29 for 72%. Minnesota 13 of 14 for 93%. Rebounds, Washington out rebounded them 33 to 27. 20 to 18 for Washington in terms of assists. 11 to 7 in steals for Minnesota. Turnovers 18 to 14. Washington had a lot of turnovers, gave up 26 points while Minnesota gave up 22. Points in the paint were almost even, 44 to 42 for Minnesota. So there you have it. That's the breakdown for that game. We see why Minnesota came away. Free throw disparity right there, pretty much, and the 3-pointers, 17 and 19 to 4 for 21. So, Minnesota, the Mystics are now 8 and 7. They're really picking it up. So they're a tough team, so you can't sleep on them. So we'll see what happens going forward. So, but right now they're doing halftime introductions to everyone who played in that first game. I see Sue Wicks, Vicky Johnson, Rebecca Lobo, Kim Hampton. You see Teaspoon there for LA. Delisha Milton Jones for LA. For New York. And then Delisha Milton Jones for LA. Wearing the Kobe t-shirt. Again, you see Lisa Leslie out there. So many great players for LA that were out there. So that they're introducing. So don't know everyone who was there. They're now introducing, who is this for LA coming out. Don't know who they're supposed to be introducing. So, okay. But again, they're going to commercial break. So there we have it. Hopefully they're coming back soon to the live action. But again, this is a great tribute to both organizations, because when you think of the WNBA, it is definitely New York. It is also LA. And like I said, for me, it's Houston, especially with what they did with their dynasty. So I'm glad that they're coming back. But these two kicking off the WNBA and bringing us this great action and giving a lot of young women the opportunity to compete at this high level here in the States and not internationally as it was when I was coming up. When I was coming up in the late 80s, early 90s, women went overseas to play pro ball. So once they were done in college, that was it. You heard of their exploits, but we didn't get to see it, except maybe in the Olympics, when they would come home and represent the country. So, and then when the WNBA came about, back in 97, it was just a beautiful thing, man. It really was a beautiful thing. And I definitely appreciate it. Like I said, coming up in my lifetime and seeing so many great women. For those who don't know, I follow Rutgers here in Jersey. So I got to see, like I said, back in the 80s, Sue Wicks, and Regina Stixon Wicks back in the day, for Rutgers, all the great athletes who came through Rutgers, Essence Carson, with Mattia Javon, Kia Vaughn, who all played at Rutgers and then went and played in the WNBA right here in the States, getting to see them. And again, it's not just about Rutgers, whether it's UConn, whether you played in the Big Ten, the SEC, the ACC, the point being is you played here in the States and then you could play in the WNBA right here in the States. So it's a great thing to continue this in this 30-year run. Looking forward to another 30, and, getting to see, the new era of women, coming in, you know, um, coming through to play in the WNBA. So looking forward to like the Juju Smiths and so on and so forth, you know, um, and letting these young women develop and come out and be productive out there on the court and show their wares and their athleticism and their skills. So I love the WNBA and the game and their fundamentals and what they bring to the table. And you know, this journey, has afforded me the opportunity to see this and to appreciate the women's game and appreciate basketball overall, man. So I hope you guys feel the same way and find, your niche and, well, not niche, but you find your spot for what you're looking for in the basketball spectrum. So, and yeah, going forward, back in '97, they played 28 games. Now it's 44, and they're going up to 50. I believe next year they're going up to 50 games. So back then, max salary was 50,000. Now it's 1.4 million dollars. Average attendance 9,661. Now it's 11,158. So it's 8 teams back then. Now it's up to 15 and growing. Going to be within the next 3 years going up to 13. I see Tamika Dixon out there, Jersey girl. But yeah, that's the beauty of what we have seen in the WNBA, the evolution of this game, how it's grown and opened the door for so many women to play at this level. So to play and to coach, there's a lot of women who are coaching. There's things we still need to fix, but the opportunity is there. So thank you to WNBA for this opportunity and look forward to more. So but again, let me know what you think so far in this game. What do you think about the WNBA overall? How long have you been a WNBA fan? So and we'll see. Let me see something real quick. So I talked about the keys to the game. Let me close this for a second. All right, for the Liberty to win, I said their key is perimeter scoring. Check. Forced turnovers. They've done okay. Control the boards, what they've done. Play at a fast pace. It's marginal. The limit turnovers, which they haven't done. And for LA, don't allow Stewie and Jones to dominate. Well, they haven't dominated, but the guards have. Their bench the guards have, and Satu Sabli has performed very well. So use the 3-point line to their advantage, which they haven't. Continue work on their defensive principles, but they haven't. Rely on NECA for scoring, which hasn't happened also. So outside of number one, LA hasn't been able to capitalize on the keys that I had talked about to the game for them winning the game. So, but hopefully we'll be coming back after this commercial break, I think they're heading to the commercial break. So they're just talking about the inaugural game. So, I wish I could hear it. YouTube doesn't allow us to stream it, otherwise they'll take the show down. So, but again, like I said, Jonquil Jones. Let me take a look here. I said they had dominated. So Jonquil Jones, I think, has 9. So she hasn't dominated, but she has Stewie has 8, 9, 9. So 17 points. Well, let me see. They're 7 of 13. Well, they're not dominating, but they are producing. So, I mean, the opportunity is there for them to take it to another level. So, well, but we'll see. We'll see. First half, I don't want to say they dominated, but they played okay. They played well. They played okay. So, well, what's your take? What's your thoughts and what's your take so far on the game, ladies and gentlemen? Um, Let me know what you think in reference to this game. So, um, right now we're in a commercial break, and I should take a commercial real quick. Let me see. Yeah, I'm going to give you guys a commercial break. I'm going to give you guys a commercial. Oops, no, I don't want that. Let's take a look here. Let's take a commercial. Just want to do this real quick for one of my friends with his football team. His team actually, so I talked to him about it earlier. Let me see. Where's the Silverbacks? Here it is. And I can't get it right now. All right. I'll see if I can do it later. Let me go back. All right. So let me just bring these back up. All right. It's gonna one of my sponsors play his commercial, but I thought I had it queued, but I didn't. Okay, so and let me take a look at the overall standings. That's what I said I wanted to do. I wanted to look at the WNBA standings and see where we lie. And just going, okay, so Minnesota's 13-4. New York has an opportunity. They're still going to be behind, get even maybe to Atlanta. So we'll see. We'll see. Washington now is in the 8th spot at 8-7. So all right, so there we have it. I just wanted to take a quick look at the standings, see where we are overall, and looks like we'll be coming back to action in a couple moments. It looks like the players are they on the court? Looks like the court is clear in itself. So hopefully we can come back to action. And Rebecca Lobo and Ryan Rucco are just talking about the game right now. I gather. So we'll see what happens going forward. We'll see what happens going forward. And when they come back to action, we'll see what happens when we come back to action. Talking about Satu Sabli and her productions, her great threes, and then of course her one down the lane. But again, both teams are shooting, very well. 54% for New York and 53. But again, the free throws, the 3-point shooting are the big keys. Bench production, 20 points for New York, 11 for LA. So there's some things LA can clean up to close the gap, but there's things New York can clean up to extend the lead. So we'll see what happens when we come back to action. LA should be able to inbound the ball, should be inbounding the ball going forward. Yeah, LA has the ball to inbound. It'll be Nneka inbound into Erica Wheeler. Ball's inbounded. Wheeler's bringing the ball up, guarded by Sabrina. Over the half-court line, screened by NECA. Over to Ariel Atkins. Back to over to Plum. Plum to Wheeler. Wheeler down the lane to De'Erica Hamby. Missed, but she got the rebound. And she missed again. Rebounded by Jonquel Jones. Over to Satu Sabli. Over to Phoebus in the front court. Over to Satu Sabli. Over skip pass to Sabrina. Sabrina down the lane. And she missed the open layup. Rebound and over to Erica Wheeler. Wheeler down the lane. Over to Hamby. Over to Ariel Atkins with the three. And there she goes. That's a nice shot. Inbound to Jonquel Jones. Over to Satu Sabli. Over to Stewie. Stewie's calling the play. Over to Jonquel Jones. Jonquel with the three. And she hits. Inbound to Erica Wheeler. Down to Ariel Atkins with a number three. She missed. Sabrina's rebound. Over to Stewie over the half-court line. Stewie down the lane. Kick out to Satu. Jonquel Jones with a deep three. And she hit. Inbound to Kelsey Plum. Plum guarded by Stewie. They blitz Plum. NECA with the shot down the lane and score. Inbound to Sabrina. Sabrina's bringing the ball up over the half-court line. Sabrina with the dribble. Over to Jonquel Jones, corner three. She missed. Rebound by NECA to Erica Wheeler. Erica Wheeler attacking down the lane. Stewie with the defense. No shot. Rebound to Stewie. Over to Jonquel, corner three for Phoebus, and she hits. Timeout, LA. Good job defensively, like I said earlier about Jonquel. Stewie just kept her hands straight up with a smaller offensive player. Wasn't able to get the shot. And transition, got the ball around to Phoebus, who was open for the corner three. Can't believe Sabrina missed that open layup, man. She's really trying to make plays, but I understand. She didn't get the lift, but New York is now leading 64-58. 7:38 left in the third quarter. So they just pushed that score out to 16 points, which is good for New York. So what can they do to really push the lead on LA. Continue to play like this. You should be able to, and maybe you get your starters out of the game if you can get this over, in the fourth quarter over a certain number. So, usually coaches have that number. You want to work out. Maybe you keep Sabrina in a little bit longer to work on her game. With live action, but that's about it right there. Let's take a look here real quick. Yeah, Stewie is 8, Satu's 11, Phoebus 10, Jonquel's up to 15 points. So there you have it. And let's see. Erica Wheeler is now up to 8 points. Hamby's 8, NECA's 6, Atkins is 6. So there you have it. So far, LA is taking 2 timeouts in this quarter. So that's what New York you want to do. You want to, force them to really push it and position themselves where, you can't even stop it later in the game. So a good job by New York to start this quarter, to really push it right now to be +5 because you're up from 11 to 16. So that's what you want to continue to do. The defense is a little bit better, like I said, and the rebounding is there and they're getting out on the fast break, which is what you want to do overall. So Good job by New York. And let's see what they can do coming back out of this timeout. So, can you cause LA to either miss a shot or get a turnover? So, we'll see what happens going forward. Just looking at this commercial for the Minions. I'm sorry. So, Jason Sudeikis is out there in LA. He's a big Liberty fan. So, Leslie Jones, another New York sports fan. So she's out there having a good time. Oh, Warren G. Haven't seen him in a long time. All right, ball's inbounded. Plummo to Burrell over the half-court line. And good play by LA. Let's pick and roll down the lane for NECA. And it's now 50-64. Inbound to Sabrina. Brought the ball over the half-court over to Stewie. Over to Phoebus, who has Kelsey Plum on her. Over to up top to Stewie. And missed it, but rebound to Sabrina. Over to Phoebus. And Phoebus hits another three. So good job, 67-50. 6:55. Inbound to Plum. And back over. Burrell now is taking a deep three. She missed. Rebound to net by NECA. NECA now puts it up, and nice shot right there by NECA. 67-52. Inbound to Sabali. Sabali over to Phoebus. Up top to Jones. Jones. Looks like it was a foul on Sabrina. I missed that there. So that's a turnover for New York right there. So LA has the ball inbounded over the half-court line to Burrell. And in the lane over, and good job, good score by LA, 67-54. Sabrina over the half-court line to Phoebus. Up top to Satu. Up top to Phoebus. Down the lane, kick the ball around to Satu. And looks like it's a foul on the court. And looks like it's a foul against Jonquel Jones. So, Jonquel was over the top. That's definitely a foul on Jonquel over the back. All right, inbound to Plum. Gives the ball up, back to Plum. Good job by the defense by New York. They were in the zone. They got the backside trap. And there's the shot. She missed it. What's up, Leaf? How you doing, man?
What's going on, Coach? You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. New York has it. Plum with a deep three. She missed it. Rebound by Ostier. Where you at on the game?
I am at 4:57. Okay.
You're way ahead of me.
Yeah, Stewie just grabbed the rebound up the court to Johannes. Johannes flies the three, no good. Rebound, Johannes gives it back out to Ostier. Back out to Johannes, back out to Ostier. Over on the left side. Out to JJ, out to Phoebus. Phoebus tries to feed Stewie down low, throws the ball away. That's a turnover. 67-54, 13-point lead by the Liberty out in LA in what is now known as the WNBA 97 Classic.
Mm-hmm.
My apologies for the tardy, man. Oh man, I had to do a whole bunch of damn running around. Women. That's all I can say.
Look,
women.
I got a house full of them right now. They here for Father's Day.
Jesus Christ.
So,
you got to be built different. Yeah. Ostier with the rebound up the court to Stewie. Stewie with the layup on the fast break and gets it in. 69-54, 4:16 remaining in the third. Kelsey will bring it up out on the right side. Kelsey draws a double, gets it out to Oh, good crossover move by Ray Burrell. Kicks it out to Necker. Necker drives in the paint. Jump shot is good. 69-56. The lead is back to 13. Just under 4 minutes remaining in the third. Astier out to JJ. JJ, top of the three-point line. Out to Astier. Astier drives hard. Layup off the backboard is good. The Liberty is back to cooking. 15-point lead. 3:33 remaining. Out to Necker. Back out to Plum. Plum drives. Plus the foul. And a chance for 3. Kelsey Plum will go to the free throw line. For those of y'all that's just tuning in, man, welcome to another episode of WNBA Courtside with Coach Ed. This is the what is now known as the WNBA 1997 Classic, Liberty versus the Sparks, the very first game of WNBA history with these two franchises, and it's here tonight. Happening in LA. 13-point game, 71-58. Kelsey Plum at the free throw line to add one more, and she does. The lead is 12, 3:28 remaining. Astier will bring it up. Astier surveying the court, gives it up to Johannes. Johannes off to Klay Thompson. Johannes gets over the screen, gets it up to Stewie. Stewie lays it up, no good. Thought she had a foul. Rebound by Kelsey. Kelsey is trapped over half court. Kelsey can't get it over half court. She does. Out the Ray. Burrell looking. Gets it down to Hamby. Hamby thought she got fouled. And that's going to be a foul on Hamby. That was great defense by the Liberty on that possession. They didn't allow the Sparks to get up the court and try to get out to the fast break. 12-point game. Astier will bring it up. Just under 3 minutes remaining. They run the same play over to Johannes. Johannes not open. Dribble handoff by Stewie out to Astier, who was fouled. 2:42 remaining in this third quarter. 71-59. Coach, what you been seeing so far in this game, man? I've been kind of looking. I've been kind of peeping in, man. What you been seeing so far?
Well, New York, their backcourt in terms of off the bench, in terms of Johannes, because actually Satu Sabli started. So with Johannes and Ossier have done well off of the bench. Satu did well to start. I think she had 11 points, 3 threes, and a drive down the lane. Stewie is starting to pick up. Jonquil is now up to 15, so she was picking up. So they've been using their bench to attack them, out-rebounding them. These were some of the keys that I talked about to start the game for New York. Turnovers, both teams are not doing well. And the defense, both teams were shooting over 50% at the half.
I like everything I'm hearing. I'm thinking anytime we shooting over 50% and we have the double-digit leads like you see right now, I don't really think what the other team does really matters. They kind of just playing from behind. Rebound by Han after the Kelsey Plum miss. Astier will run it up the court. Astier zooming down the court. Gives it back out to Han. Han, top of the key. Dribbles. Kicks out. Back out to Han. Drop off pass to Stewie. Stewie misses the bunny. Rebound out to Ray Burrell. Ray Burrell drives hard. Down the lane. Layup is good. Plus the foul. Ray Burrell is back in some true form. As the LA Sparks look to try to cut this lead down.
Rebecca Allen had to do a better job there defending that.
Yeah, they do. They definitely got to do a better job closing the lane. So I think I ain't been watching the Sparks but for 2 minutes, but I know they like to run. Ray Burrell makes the 3-point play. 2 minutes remaining in the third. Liberty still hold a double-digit lead, 73-62. Astier will bring it up. Astia out to Johannes. Johannes tries to come off the wraparound screen, and that is out of bounds. That's going to be New York basketball. 150 remaining in the third. And I just want to give I gave one earlier. I want to give a happy Father's Day to my father. Back home in New York, man. Just want to say happy birthday, Pops. Out to Satu. Satu fires a three, and it hits. What a shot. As the Liberty extend the lead to 14, 76-62, 129 remaining. Over the screen, out to Ray Burrell. Ray Burrell drives. Trapped, kicks it out. Hamby fires the three, no good. Offensive rebound goes to Sparks. Back out to Hamby. Hamby drives. Down the lane, layup, left hand is good.
LA is killing them with points in the paint.
Yeah, they are. They definitely are. Satu will bring the ball up. Out on the right side. Han fires a standstill jump shot. No good. Rebound. And that's going to be a foul. It's going to stay here.
Same to you, apartment guard.
The thing that I'm noticing about our team coach is that when we get out the big leads, I think our offense is our strong point. You know, defensively, I mean, I had questions coming into this year, just in terms of you know, what we were going to bring. I thought a lot of our bench brought that. I thought with the Laney Hamiltons, with the Gardners of the world, with the Phoebushes of the world, I thought we was going to be decent. But I'm not surprised to see us give up the runs that we give up. Satu fires a three, no good. Rebound Hamby. Hamby out there, Ray Burrell. Ray Burrell down lane, wiggling into the lane, and I thought that was a travel, but I think they called the foul on that. The beautiful Ray Burrell will go to the free throw line one more time. She will shoot two. 44.3 seconds remaining in this third, as the Sparks are still trying to close this gap. 76-64. Liberty are up 12. Yeah, but I think the key with our team is just establishing our offense early and getting out to some comfortable leads early. You know, so I was always confident that we will be able to do that. But defensively, I mean, I think we could string together some stops, but I don't see us as a top tier defensive team. Ray Burrell hits both free throws. 44.3 remaining. 10-point game. Inbound Astia. Astia gets over the screen, tries to get downhill. Throws a wild pass, and that's a turnover. Oh my God. I have no idea what Astia was trying to do there. 35.7 remaining. The Sparks can play for two. Ray Burrell drives down, layup off the backboard, no good. Rebound by Astia. Astia loses it. And that's going to be a foul on, I believe that's going to be a foul on Burrell. No, I think they just called it out of bounds. I believe it looked like a foul. It almost looked like a foul. Shout out to everybody in the chat. What's going on, Scott, man? Happy Father's Day to everybody out there. Cottage, Big Dogs, Sports, man. What's going on, man? What's going on with y'all?
That's LA's ball.
Oh, no, that's LA ball. Ray Burrell will shoot two free throws. 21.8 remaining. Ray Burrell
She's been a difference.
Single digits.
She's been a difference in this game right now.
She definitely has.
This third quarter, she has definitely stepped it up and brought a different level of energy for LA.
She definitely has. Yeah, she definitely has. Ray Burrell. I wasn't certain if she was going to be healthy this season, but she looks in great form. Satu and inbound. The lead is cut down to 8. Gardner's in the game. Back to Satu. Satu over the half-court line. Satu will hold for one. 15 to go. Satu surveying. Satu loses it, and that's stolen. And the Sparks out on the break. Layup off the backboard is good.
Turnovers.
This has been a major problem for the Liberty. and that's been turnovers. We have been a great shooting team, great offensive team when for most parts of the game, but we tend to fumble leads with turnovers. That's the end of 3 quarters, 76-70. Liberty still hold a lead, but the Sparks was crunching this one down. Fourth quarter is about to begin in a few minutes. We will be right back.
I'm gonna take a break, and I'm gonna go over the stats real quick. Stewie, 10 points, 5 of 12. Satu Sabli, 11 points, 4 of 11. Leone Phoebus, 13 points, 4 of 8. John Paul Jones, 15 of 5 of 8. Sabrina Ionescu missed that one easy layup, 0 for 1, no points. Pereira hasn't scored. Hanju hasn't scored. Rebecca Gardner has 2 points. Allen has 3 points. Johannes is still at 10 points, and Astier is at 12. NECA is up to 12 points. Hamby's at 10. Wheeler's at 10. Plum is at 12. Good balance for the starters. 6 for Atkins. Jaihoon Park is no points. Ziegler is 4. Keanu Williams is 2. And Ray Burrell is leading the way with 14 points for LA. If we look at the overall team stats, let's see. New York is now at 49%, 27-55. LA is 29 of 58 for 50%. 3-point shooting. New York is 12 of 32, 38%. LA is up to 5 of 19 for 26%. New York's perfect, 10 of 10 from the free throw line, but LA is 7 of 10. New York is out rebounding them 31-20. Assists now are even. Steals are pretty even, 6 for 5. Total turnovers: New York 14, LA 8. New York has given up 10 points off of turnovers. LA has given up 12 points in the paint. LA 46-30 over New York. So that's the big thing right there. I just want to touch on real quick. I had talked about prior to the game. I had talked the keys for New York: perimeter scoring, which you're doing; force turnovers, so control the boards, which you're doing; play at a fast pace, but limit the turnovers. Haven't done that. And for LA, don't let Jones and Stewart dominate, which they haven't. Use the 3-point line to their advantage. They haven't. Defensive principles, they haven't. But NECA is starting to get into a rhythm in terms of the scoring. So, so some of the keys are being met by both teams, but we'll see what happens as we go further along. So turnovers are killing. Yeah, you're right, Apartment Gamer. Definitely what a lucky buzzer beater by LA that was. Yeah, you're right. Talk about, yeah. Yeah, you're right. You guys are right. So these are some of the things New York can't do. And look at where we're at now. They were up by 11, and now it's down to 6. So New York has to play better going into this third quarter. So one of the things I think he might do, it wouldn't surprise me if he leaves Astier in a little bit more. But did it start?
Yeah, definitely. Started. Fourth quarter is underway. Rebecca Lobo and Lisa Leslie are in attendance.
Mm-hmm.
They were responsible for the very first ever WNBA game they took place between the Liberty and the Sparks almost 30 years ago. They are both in attendance tonight. Fourth quarter is underway. Fourth quarter is getting underway. Liberty will bring the ball up. Sabrina is back in the game. Excuse me. Back to Phoebus. Phoebus out to Stewie. Stewie, top of the key. Dumps down to Phoebus. Phoebus, mid post. Phoebus, turnaround. No good. Rebound. Liberty looking to push. Sparks are looking to push. Up and under layup is good. And the lead is down to 4. 9:30 remaining in this game. Sabrina gets over the screen. Sabrina looking. Kicks out to JJ. JJ out to Stewie. Stewie top of the 3-point line, and that's going to be a foul away from the basketball. I believe that's going to be on Hamby. 4-point game. The Liberty was up as much as 15 when I came in, but Dave just managed to give up. Dave just managed to give up the lead, give up some turnovers, and they got to end the scoring drought here. Inbound goes to JJ. Out to Satu. Satu out to Sabrina. Sabrina over the screen. Floater in the lane is good. Liberty get back to their scoring ways, pushing the lead to 6. 9 minutes to go. Up the court. Nneka looking. Gives it up to Burrell. Out midcourt. Out to Nneka. Nneka out to Kelsey. Kelsey bounce pass to Nneka. Nneka free throw line jumper. No good. Rebound Stewie. Stewie looking to push. Gives it out to Satu. Satu can't play with the basketball. The Liberty can't afford to play with the basketball. They don't have that real guard play. Stewie kicks it out. Out to JJ. Down low to Stewie. Stewie underneath the basket, lays it in. And just like that, the lead is right back to 8. The Liberty starting to execute one last time down the stretch of this game. 8:20 remaining. Sparks is setting up. Looking around. Out to Burrell. Burrell looking to drive. Burrell gets both feet in the paint. They lose somebody and then gives up an easy layup. The lead is cut back down to 6. Satu will bring it up. 8 minutes to go. Satu can't afford to hold the ball, but she goes straight to the basket and gets a layup anyway. The lead is back to 8. 82-74. 7:45 remaining. Sparks looking to set up. Drive, pull up, money. Lead is back to 6. It's looking like a little back and forth, but that's exactly what the Liberty want because they're going to continue to move the ball and run their offense. Phoebish out on the right side. Back to Sabrina. Sabrina top of the key. Back down to Sabrina. Sabrina layup down the lane. No good. Rebound. Sparks is looking to push, but Liberty is not slowing the ball down. But that's going to be going the other way. 7:11 remaining in this fourth. Lisa Leslie, one of the legends of this league and legends of women's basketball. 7 minutes to go in this game. Satu gives it up to Phoebish. Phoebish finds Sabrina. Sabrina fires a 3. No good. Offensive rebound by Stewie, who puts it right back in. Great rebound by Stewie and gets the putback. The lead is up to 8. Burrell kicks it out. Back out to Burrell. Burrell fires a 3 and hits. The lead is cut to 5. 6:30 remaining. Sabrina will bring it up. Sabrina out on the left side. Kicks it out to Stewie. And that's going to be an offensive foul.
The turnover.
And that's going to be another turnover on the Liberty. 6:23 remaining in this fourth.
She baited Satu into that one.
Yeah, definitely. It was just going over some of these plays. Nneka will inbound. Sparks is moving the ball up the court. You give it up to Hamby. Hamby looking. Hamby drives right by Stewie while she's not looking, and that's gonna cause Coach DeMarco to call a timeout. 3-point game, 6:11 remaining, 84-81. As Lisa Leslie gets a standing ovation on her way out of the building. 6:11 remaining in this game. Liberty lead by 3. We will be right back.
Let's talk about getting lucky. They're getting so lucky right now. Well, I mean, you know, some of it is New York, and they're not playing well. You know, so you can't play to this level. You know, with this type of a team. This team is still hungry. You know, they're fighting. and they're scrapping. That's what they're showing. And New York is, first and foremost the turnovers. Let's go into the team stats and let's take a look at these turnovers here. Both teams are shooting 50% or better. New York, what's keeping them in this game, to be honest with you, is their 3-point shooting. 12 or 33. While LA is 6 of 20. Free throw shooting also. They're out rebounding them. If you look at these metrics, you would say to yourself they should be up more, but the assists, LA has taken advantage of their the turnovers. 15 turnovers for New York. Now both teams have conceded 12 points, but 15 to 8 in terms of the turnovers, and then the points in the paint. That's where LA is also hurting them. They're what, plus 16 in the paint. So everything else is almost even right there. So New York has to do a better job. Number one with those turnovers, and then they got to stop them from attacking the paint. And then Ray Burrell, kudos to her. 17 points. She wasn't really thought of in the first half, and everything she's pretty much been doing has been in the second half. So it's not the starters, and they got balanced scoring off of their starters. Everyone is in double figures, for them. Sabrina Ionescu, 1 of 3. She hasn't really been in the game per se. She's played, but she hasn't made herself be felt in here. And then Ostier and Maureen Johannes, 12 and 10 points respectively, but nobody else from the bench. So, there you have it. That's really what this game is boiling down to. And then the other one, the big upset, Washington went into Minnesota and beat the Lynx in Minnesota. So Washington is really fighting because they are in that 8th spot right now.
Absolutely, that's a fact. Washington, we took a loss to Washington today. I was not proud of the performance down the stretch of that game. Very lackadaisical, man.
Same thing here.
I'm seeing the same thing tonight, man. It seemed like we letting our foot off the gas a lot.
Sabrina was born.
Sabrina will bring the ball up. 6 minutes to go. Sabrina gets it over the half-court line. Gives it up to Gardner. Gardner loses it. Gardner collects it. 8 to shoot. Gardner spins in the lane. Tries to get an angle. No good. And that's going to be a foul on JJ. Oh, boy. 5:47 to go in this fourth as the Liberty are literally unfolding down the stretch of this game. My goodness. Wheeler fires a 3 and ties the game. 5:30 remaining. We are tied at 84.
You went to the zone.
Sabrina. I think Sabrina need to come off the court. I don't really think she's doing. She's just dribbling around right now. Gardner out on the left side. Gardner loses it, gets it back. Gardner dumps it down to Phoebus. Back out to Gardner. Gardner fires a 3. No good. Rebound by Wheeler. Sparks have the momentum right now. 5 minutes to go in this game. They dump it down to Hamby. Hamby tries to fire it out. A great steal by Stewie as she calms the crowds down. Stewie moves it up to Phoebus. Phoebus gets it up to JJ. JJ, top of the three-point line. She needs to be in the damn paint. Stewie gets over the screen. Stewie kicks it out to Phoebus. Phoebus fires a 3. No good. Rebound by JJ. JJ is fouled. And no, it's a jump ball.
Mm.
4:27 remaining. We are tied at 84. The Liberty led by as much as 15.
Mm-hmm.
Late
22
in the
to
third
8.
quarter. And the Liberty are in a dogfight right now.
Did he take out Sierra out?
JJ.
He took out Sierra out. No, he hasn't.
And that's going to, I think Sabrina's going to inbound. Sabrina will inbound. They get in Astier. Astier almost loses it. Stewie gets out to JJ, dumps it down to Satu. And Satu gets a foul, and she will go to the free throw line. Satu will shoot 2. 4:18 remaining in this fourth.
Mm-hmm.
Satu, the lefty, misses the first. Jesus Christ. Ain't gonna lie, Coach, we got a tough couple of games coming up on the schedule.
Mm-hmm. Got Minnesota on Tuesday.
Yeah, we got the Valkyries, and we gotta do something about that next time we come on ESPN. Satu makes the second 1-point game. Wheeler, top of the 3-point line, gets it up to Necker. Necker down the lane and is blocked by JJ. Rebound out to Stewie. Stewie gets downhill, loses it. Stewie fades, fires, no good. Rebound by Kelsey. Kelsey fires it up the court to Necker and gets the lay-in. Sparks up 1. 3:44 remaining. Timeout, DeMarco. 3:42 remaining in this game. 86 to 85. The Liberty are down. Jesus Christ. Oh my gosh. She threw a touchdown pass to her.
Mm-hmm.
We will be right back. Oh, man.
Yeah, let's take a look here. We'll go back to the team stats because that's where it's going to get the big. Yeah, New York's now under 50%, while LA is up to 53%. 3-point shooting, about even. New York's missed their first free throw. But rebounding, they're up by 11. Assists, LA is up by 3. Steals, New York has 7 steals to 5. But it's the points off of turnovers. Or the turnovers, 15 and 9. So, but they have only given up 12. So fast break point and points in the paint. Points in the paint. They're up 18 with points in the paint. That's what's keeping them in this game right now. It's the points in the paint. You're plus 18. New York is not doing it, and you have the height advantage. You have the height advantage. So how could they be attacking you in the paint like this?
Man, I'll tell you, our defensively, we haven't been very good against the high octane teams and the teams that attack. We've been able to score. I think offensively, we've been able to do a lot of good things, and get into some good rhythms shooting wise. The last 2 games, we was in some dog fights against teams that we can outclass in our sleep. And this is one of those games where, I mean, we just playing down to the competition, I guess, man. It's just a lack of execution on the other end as well. I think offensively, we got to be able to get into our sets.
But it's also Ray Burrell. First half, didn't hear much. Second half, she turned it on. So she's been a big factor, big X factor going forward. In this second half, New York has no answer for her. And then they've gotten away from what got them there. You know, Satu Sabli, ball movement, Satu was hitting open threes, being able to get down the lane, but she disappeared. And then, like I said, their size, they're not using their size to their advantage. You get Phoebus down in the box and she's guarded by Plum. You got to take it to her or draw fouls off of her.
I ain't gonna lie, Coach. Yeah, this is the third game in a row, man. We've been in a dogfight against a team that's trying to fight their way back into a playoff spot.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, man. Like we gave up a 10-1 run in this last couple of minutes. Johannes back in the game, back to Astier. Back to JJ. JJ down in the post. Back out to Stewie. Stewie back down to Jake. And that is going to be out of bounds. Bounce pass went out of bounds. Another turnover by the Liberty. Oh, wow. She hit her with the Rick Mahorn. No pull a chair move.
Mm-hmm.
Wheeler will bring it up. 3:20 remaining. Hamby. Out to Burrell. Wheeler. Out to Necker. Necker. Pump fakes. Drives. Spins. Fires. Hits. Right over JJ. 3:08 remaining. Stewie. Gets it out to Astier. Astier looking. And that's going to be a foul against the Sparks. 12-1 run in the last 4 minutes for the Sparks. And that's definitely old school Necker right there.
Mm-hmm.
She hits the turnaround right in the post. Johannes will inbound. It gives it into Stewie. Stewie. Down low to Satu. Satu kicks out. JJ fires the three. Ties the game. 2:40 remaining. JJ refuses to get down in that. She refuses to get down that paint. We needed a big three. She hit one. Ray Burrell over the screen. Layup, no good. Rebound by Johannes. Johannes moves it up to Stewie. Stewie down the lane. Stewie lowers the shoulder, lays it up and in. And the Liberty have the lead again. 2:20 remaining. Kelsey will bring it up. They get it out to Hamby. As they try to get out the Wheeler, but Wheeler's fouled. It looked like she fouled pretty hard, but she's okay. Foul on Johannes. 2:13 remaining in this game. As the Liberty get the lead back after blowing a 15-point lead to get in a dogfight in the first place. Kelsey will inbound. They get it in the Ray. Ray Burrell out on the left. They give it up to Hamby. They give it out to Kelsey. Over the screen. Out to Wheeler. Wheeler fires a three. No good. Rebound by Hamby. Hamby kicks it out to Wheeler. Wheeler down low to Necker. Necker ties the game at 90. 150 remaining. Astier will bring it up. Astier gets over the screen. Downhill. Layup off the backboard is good. And she pushes the lead plus the foul. And she will go to the line for one more. Astier, man, she's been incredible this season, Coach. I ain't going to lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's been one of the unsung heroes for this team all season as Sabrina tries to get back into full strength. Astier, man, she has been it. Astier completes the three-point play. 141 remaining. Wheeler out on the right side. Wheeler has Phoebus in front of her. Out to Necker. Back to Wheeler. Wheeler kicks it out. Necker fires the three. Ties the game. Oh, man.
That's the 3-point coming in for LA.
Yeah, we getting in these damn dog fights. Astier will bring it up. 21 points for Necker. And that's going to be a foul on Wheeler. and Liberty is in the bonus. 2 timeouts each for both teams. 1:18 remaining in this fourth. The Liberty will shoot free throws the rest of the game.
Yeah, like I said, NECA has to give them point production, and she's doing it now.
She definitely is. The Liberty is the best free throw shooting team in the league. As they get back to the line, Astia hits the first. 1:18 to go. The Liberty trying to move their road record to 6-1. Both free throws is good. Inbound to Wheeler. Wheeler brings it up. Has Phoebus in front of him. Wheeler. The ball goes off the leg. Out to Hamby. Out to Kelsey. Kelsey looking to shoot. Kelsey has Astier on a great defense by Astier. Ray Burrell fires a 3. No good. Rebound by Stewie. Under a minute left. Liberty lead by 2. Astier mid-court. 12 on the shot clock. Astier can't burn too much time. Astier gets the crossover. Astier leans. Kicks it out to Phoebus. Sably has to pull it up. And that's going to be a shot clock violation. A lot of miscommunication on that play. It was supposed to be a shot going up. Oh, my goodness. 30 seconds remaining. Sparks have possession. We will be right back. So what's going on with Sabrina? Sabrina, she ain't fully ready yet, man. She only played 20 minutes.
She's coming back from an injury, so I mean, she's trying to work herself in. That's the thing. Like, you can question, because like with Satu, he's left Satu on the bench for the most part. She got to start today for the first time all year. So, you can make the argument with Asier, the way she's been playing, you could have left Sabrina come off the bench, let her work her way back in slowly, kind of like you did with Satu Sably, but he wanted to put her back in right away. So, and that's kind of like you want her to work her way back in, but you also want her to get into some type of continuity or develop a level of comfortability and continuity with her teammates. So, right. So it's a catch-22. So
I think it is. I think it's a very, very delicate situation when you you have to, like, when the thing is, I think it should be simple, because when you off to start that we're off to with the Astias and with the Johannes's, you got to keep going to them and allow Sabrina to gingerly work her way back. I think that's the same thing with Satu when she was coming off the bench. We got Teresa Witherspoon in the house tonight, and 95-93, 33 seconds remaining. Wheeler will inbound, and that ball is gonna be deflected out to Kelsey. Kelsey fires a 3, no good. Rebound by Stewie, and Stewie is fouled, and she will try to ice the game. And she needs to ice this game and get this thing over with, man. The Liberty got in an unnecessary dogfight tonight. Oh, man. Woo. All right. Stewie at the free throw line. 26.7 remaining. Stewie misses the first. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Stewie makes the second 3-point game, 96-93. LA takes another timeout.
Timeout to reset.
26.7 remaining in this game. Sparks are trying to draw something up.
Yeah, they took the reset. That's what I thought.
Hamby will inbound. They get it into NECA. NECA
Tries to bounce pass. And that's going to be a foul. Liberty had a foul to give. Hamby has the ball. Get it out to Wheeler. Wheeler has Astier on her. Wheeler. Step back. And it's blocked by Astier. What the hell?
That was a. Ooh.
And it was and Ray Burrell had got the rebound and was fouled. And I think she's gonna go to the free throw line for 2. Great block by Astier. And Ray Burrell looked like she tried to run back to the 3-point line and get 3. Ray Burrell hits the first. 96-94. And she hits both. Timeout, Liberty.
Mm-hmm.
1-point game. Liberty looking to inbound. Get to the free throw line and get this thing over with.
Yeah, this is.
Oh man, I tell you, Coach. We I was expected to get to some points that like this in the season.
Mm-hmm.
Where teams, the more speedy teams, for lack of a better term, was gonna, give us a run for our money. The more young athletic teams is gonna give us a run for our money because, I mean, let's face it, we a veteran team. You know what I'm saying? We go through JJ, we go through Stewie. Stewie is one of the ultimate vets in this league. Still one of the best players in this league, but one of the ultimate vets. And we know what Stewie and JJ, when it's time to game to get into the trenches, we know what they can do. My thing is that the energy between us and teams like LA, Washington, and these other young teams, I think I don't think personnel wise, I don't think we're ready for their runs. I don't think a lot of our personnel issues, a lot of our personnel issues start to show, Coach. So I mean,
some of it also questioned in terms of their coaching.
Phoebus will inbound. And it's deflected by LA. 9.9 remaining. What? No, it didn't hit Sabali. Just hit Atkins, man.
Is she gonna review it?
Come on now.
No, Satu moves her hand.
Satu moved the hand, man, on that. But
that's crazy. I'll say this with the coach. You really put this is it for the game.
You put yourself in a
You're taking away the timeout if you lose it.
Exactly. Satu didn't touch that. She didn't touch that. Satu didn't touch that, man.
This is the best angle right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see she moves her hand away. Nothing, no way near it.
That's a risky call by LA
Mm-hmm.
because now
You have no more timeouts.
yeah.
I guess they're looking for more angles just to make sure. But that's the best angle you could see right there. She never touched it. Good pitch by the coach on the bench. They're trying to talk you into existence. Nope. They're still reviewing it? They're still reviewing it? It's...
Oh my God, man! Come on, man. They trying to find a way, bro. Like to come on now.
The other angle showed she didn't touch. It was so much. It was space in between her hand and the ball.
Exactly.
So yeah, this should be
Yeah, New York basketball, so Sparks will be charged with timeout.
yeah. They lose their timeout and the challenge. So, but what this also does, it doesn't allow them to move the ball up court.
Right. I mean, they gonna have to foul right away. Just
Yeah.
point game. So
Maybe they were looking at the clock. Oh, they put a tenth of a second on the clock.
inbound to Stewie. Stewie is fouled. Stewie will go to the line for 2. 8.6 remaining in this game. And Stewie looks to ice this game at the free throw line. Stewie misses another free throw. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Yeah. Yup. 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 They yeah. Inbound to Wheeler. Wheeler gets it up the court. Wheeler crosses. Kicks it out. Necker fires a 3. Game over. 98-97 as Necker hits the game-winning 3 as the Liberty fall 98-97. How did I know that was going to happen? How did I know that
Jonquel Jones lost Necker. She lost Necker on that last play. She totally lost Necker on that last play.
Oh boy.
Because then she ran out to the corner where Ostier was there. Now either they switch it and Ostier stay up on Necker. But yeah, that she lost Necker, Jonquel.
Yep, she did.
And I just realized you did not play Benaja all game.
You sure didn't.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so let me go over the stats real quick before we get out of here. Stewie, 18 points, 8 of 17. Satu Sabali, 14, 5 of 12. Leonia, 13, 4 of 8. Jonquil Jones, 18 points on 6 of 9. Sabrina, 2 points. Rebecca Gardner, 2 points and 1 of 3. Rebecca Allen, 3 points and 1 of 1. Johannes, who hasn't played much in the second half, 4 of 10. Osquier, 17 points, 4 of 5. NECA, 24 points, 11 of 18. Said it in the pregame. She has to give him the point production. Hamby, 12 points, 6 of 12. Erica Willis, 15 points, 6 of 11. Kelsey Plum, 12 points on 5 of 14. Ariel Atkins, 10 points on 4 of 18. Laura Ziegler, 4 points, 2 for 2. Kiana Williams, 2 points, 1 for 2. And Ray Burrell, 19 points on 5 of 10 shooting for the game. If we look at the team stats, New York shot 49%, 34 of 69, while LA shot 52, 40 of 77. 3-point shooting, New York 13 of 36 for 36%, LA 33%, 9 for 27, but hit the critical ones down the stretch. Free throws, where New York lost it, 16 of 19 for 84%, LA 9 of 12 for 75%. They out-rebounded LA 38 to 26. LA had 25 more assists, 28 to 23. Turnovers, 17 to 9. 14 points off of turnovers to 13 for LA. Fast break points, 12 to 10. Paint points in the paint, 60 to 42. So there you have it. That's the breakdown. That's some of the reasons why that played into New York losing this game right here. Poor defense down the stretch, poor offensive execution, missed free throws when you had the opportunity. And like you said earlier, they played around with this team, and guess what? They came back to lose. So this is a terrible, terrible loss to start this West Coast trip. So, Leaf, anything you want to add before we get out of here?
Just another game just given away. I mean, it's the regular season, and I like the Liberty, their energy. When it comes to playing against certain teams, it has to be different. I mean, we get out to big leads, and then these big leads get squandered. Yeah, it happens. It definitely happens, man. So I mean, there's nothing really I could say. Just bad execution down the stretch, just bad management down the stretch, just bad ball security down the stretch, just bad everything down the stretch. Absolutely, just the defensively, we couldn't do it. We couldn't do anything against them defensively since late in the third. We couldn't get any stops, any key stops consistently. We couldn't get the lead back to double digits. We couldn't keep them out of the paint. Just not good. Just not good. This ain't gonna cut it. So exactly. I mean, I understand it's the regular season, still early in the season, but coach, this ain't gonna get it.
No,
this ain't gonna get it. No.
We'll be talking more about this on Tuesday. Trust and believe. The courts I view in the W. So we'll talk more about that. But we're going to get out of here. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of your night. To all the fathers, enjoy the rest of your night. But we'll see you later on Tuesday. Everyone be safe. Peace.
Yo, welcome to the Man Cave. Drown they legends. WNBA news. We about to ring the bell. Leave Diggy, Coach said we got the scoop. On and off the court, watch the power move. Yeah. From the hardwood glory to the locker room chats. We cover it all, ain't no need for no stats. Whoa. Sipping on knowledge, pouring out the truth. Supporting the queens who brings the fire, that's the proof. So sit back, turn it up, let the stories unfold. Yeah, WNBA, we bring the heat, the future's bold. In the Man Cave where the legends collide. Leaf Diggy and Coach Ed got that East Coast pride. What? WNBA vibes, we breaking it down. From the game to the grind, let's wear that crown. Yeah. Stay tuned in, we keeping it real. The stories of strength and the heart that you feel. Dishing out knowledge like assists we aim. In the man cave where we elevating the game. So grab your seat, let the action ignite. Yeah, WNBA, we bring it to light. Keep it tight.